Hello students, so in this video we're going to discuss about the third step involved in agriculture practice is manuring. So manure is an organic matter used as fertilizer in agriculture. So it improves the fertility of soil by adding organic matter and lot of nutrient such as nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium that is trapped by bacteria in the soil. So let us going to discuss in brief about manuring process. The third step involved in the agriculture practice is called manuring. So manure is an organic substance that increases the soil fertility. So it is prepared from decomposition of animal excreta and plant waste. So it is very important to enrich the soil with nutrients to improve crop productivity. So this is why we need manure and fertilizers or applied in the manuring technique. So here you can see the plant requires certain minerals called plant nutrients for proper growth. So there are at least 16 nutrients required by plant to develop its growth. So based on the nutrient, we are dividing this into two categories. One is macronutrient and other one is micronutrient. So macro is a term refers to what? Huge, big amount. Okay. So the macronutrient includes element like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. So these are the elements which are need in a large quantity, okay, in a large amount for the development of the plants. So the requiring of this type of elements in a large amount are called macronutrients. So next we proceed with micronutrient. Micronutrients such as iron, manganese, copper, boron, molybdenum, zinc and chlorine are called micronutrients. So micro is the term refers to small, so it requires in the small quantity. Okay, so the plant obtain carbon from carbon dioxide in air, oxygen from air and water, and hydrogen from water. Why? Because water is the formula like hydrogen, H2O. So it enriched with the hydrogen and water. So the plant can easily obtain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen from the soil and water. The remaining nutrients are obtained from the soil. Okay, so the macronutrients and the micronutrient they can replenish only with in the soil itself. Natural manure like cow dung. Okay, so cow dung is considered as a natural manure as prepared from a cow dung, urine and other waste. Sometimes soil become deficient in a particular mineral nutrient. So this happens when same crop is grown in the same field after year. For example, a particular crop takes more phosphate. If this crop is grown in a field every year, the soil will become deficient in phosphorus nutrient. So this type of deficiency of particular nutrient is made up of by adding chemical substance called fertilizers. Okay, so we are using the method of cultivation. So when the land is cultivated for a long time, the nutrient in the soils are used up. So we should what? Replenish the soil each year. So the first method will be like fallowing. An old method of replenishing the lost nutrient is to let the land remain fallow. That is to leave the uncultivated for a season. However, with the increase in population and the high demand for food grains, so this method is no longer followed. So following is like what? They can maintain the time limit. Okay, they can maintain the time limit to cultivate the next crop. Next is crop rotation. Each crop used for more some elements and less of others. So alternate crop are therefore grown so that land is not drained of any other nutrient. So this is called crop rotation. For example, after a season of wheat or rice, which use up large amount of nitrogen from the soil, a legume can be grown because it fixes nitrogen and replenishes the soil with usable nitrogen. The soil is then ready for the next wheat or rice crop. So in crop rotation process, here you can see they have a technique like once they've cultivate the rice or wheat, what happened? They were cultivating the next set of crop is like what? Legume plant. Why we are cultivating the legume plants? So legumes like pods, okay. So why we were cultivating the legumes on the particular field? Because when you cultivate the rice and wheat, there will be the loss of nitrogen in the soil. So we should replenish the soil by the process called crop rotation. Okay, it means what? You can plant a legume plant, which the leguminous plant, okay, the root nodules, in the root nodules you can see the rhizobium bacterium, which helps what? Which can stores the nitrogen fixation into the soil. So only you are using the crop rotation process. Next method is multiple cropping. So this is a method in which two or more crops are grown in the together in the same field. Okay, like the groundnuts and cotton can be cultivated in the same field. Why? Because the waste material of one crop help in the growth of other crop. So it will be like vice versa. This improves the fertility of the soil and increase the yield. So most oftenly we are using the cotton and groundnut crops are often grown together for this reason. This method is insufficient. Even though this methods we can use it off, this will be like an insufficient nutrient to the soil. So we need what? We need the farmers also add some of the natural manure or fertilizer from time to time to the soil. So soil fertility can be increased in two ways. One is organic method and other one is inorganic method. So organic method, this involves the use of organic manure, and inorganic method, it involves the use of chemical fertilizers made by human. So the organic manure is like a cow dung, and inorganic method like the fertilizers like urea and etc. So this will be the we were using to increase the soil fertility. Manures or organic matter composed of dead plants and animal waste. Compost is manure made by decomposition of plant and animal waste. The waste is buried in pit where bacteria and fungi act on it and decompose it. It means the manure is an organic waste which has what? It composed of dead plants and animal waste. The meaning of compost is the decomposition of plant and animal waste. So the decomposition process which is acquired by the microorganisms like bacteria and fungi act on it and decompose it. So this bacteria and fungi aids to improve the plant's waste, okay, plant waste and animal waste to decompose it easily. Manures plays an important role in improving soil fertility. They are rich in matter that help to build soil. So why we require manure? Because its function is what? It improves the soil fertility. Soil fertility, it means what? When you're sowing the seeds, the seeds has to germinate. For that, all the thing like the macronutrient and micronutrients are enriched in soil. So this soil will like what? It helps to build the soil with enrich of nutrients. So they tend to break down slowly in the soil. So they are quite long lasting. So this means that they provide plants with nutrients including micronutrients. Over a long period of time, composts are usually safe to apply directly to soil. So it means what? The compost is not made within 24 hours or within 48 hours. It need a time gap to decompose the process. Once the decomposing process taken completely, afterwards we will input this into the soil. Since the nutrients are not concentrated, there is a little danger of scorching. So scorching is nothing but a chemical burning. Okay. So however, manures provide low quantity of nutrients and release them slowly. So we're not going to worry about any chemical because these are held in a pure organic manner. So what is the opposite for natural? Artificial. So same like as in this manuring process. So when we say that will be the natural process will be manure. And when we move on to the artificial process, that is chemical fertilizer, the man-made fertilizers. Okay. So chemical fertilizers are substances that contain inorganic salt, that is mineral needed for plant growth. So in this method, what we are going to do, in this fertilizer what? We were developing into the chemicals. We were only depending upon the directly aqueous to the chemical. So chemical fertilizer substance that contain inorganic salt, that is minerals need for plant growth. The fertilizers supply mainly nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So these are the essential compounds which need for the plant to develop this growth. So the fertilizer supplies all these three chemicals like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So they are available either as compound fertilizer containing a mix of three major nutrients in varying proportion. So this we commonly called as NPK fertilizer. So that means what? Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium fertilizer. The chemical formula of potassium will be K. Or a fertilizer which one major nutrient like potash and superphosphate, which are also rich in potassium and phosphorus respectively. So how we can do this fertilizer, how we can apply this fertilizer in the soil. This fertilizer dissolves easily in water and can be quickly provide plants with the minerals they need. However, the effect of fertilizer lasts only for a short time. So this can easily able to dissolve in water. So the farmer, what they will do, easily they can mix this chemical and into the water and they will segregate it in the soil. However, this will be like what? Short time. It cannot be required in the soil like a long time process. It requires only like a short time process. That means the effect will be short time. So the effect will be lesser. They easily leach out of soil as the water drains away. Since fertilizers are available in concentrated form, they need to be measured and applied to the soil carefully to avoid damaging or killing crops. So the fertilizer should be what? The fertilizer should enrich the soil, but in other side it should not what? It should not damage the crops. If not properly selected, the fertilizer can harm soil by changing soil chemistry. For example, the use of sodium nitrate increases the alkalinity of soil, while the addition of ammonium sulfate raises the acidity of soil. So let us discuss some of the difference between manures and chemical fertilizer. So what is the difference between manure and chemical fertilizer? Manures are organic substance obtained by decomposition of dead plants and animal waste, whereas chemical fertilizers are inorganic substance, which is obtained by inorganic chemicals. So that is synthetically prepared. So manure rich in organic matter but not rich in nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So in manure there will be no specific chemicals. But in chemical fertilizer, there is like a specified chemicals rich in nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium but without organic matter. Manures are the product which is obtained and prepared in the field. So like compost. So compost we are what? The plant and animal decay material. What happened? We are just decaying it and preparing in the field with the help of some of the bacteria and fungi. But these chemical fertilizers are prepared in factories. Manures improve the texture of soil. Chemical fertilizer cannot improve the texture of soil. So voluminous, difficult to store and transport, it occurs in manure. So here in concentrated form, so less voluminous and easiest to transport. Not readily soluble in water and so absorbed slowly by plant. So in manure what? It not readily soluble in water. When we put that compost in the soil, it can what? Slowly absorb by the plants. But these chemical fertilizer are readily dissolved in water, absorbed quickly by plants. In manure, not nutrient specific, but in chemical fertilizer, nutrient specific can be selected to correct deficiency of specific nutrient in soil. So as like a human being, see if we lack some of the deficiency, what happen? For example, if I lack any iron deficiency, what happen? We will consume lot of dates. So like that, or if we go to doctor, the doctor will prescribe some of the vitamin tablets, right? So as like that, if the plant which is lack in any nutrient, so we can easily give that particular nutrient as a tablet. So that tablet is like a chemical fertilizer. So in manure, it may contain harmful microbes, can harm the environment when washed into water bodies in large amount. But in chemical fertilizer, when washed into water bodies, harmful to the environment. So these are about the difference between manure and chemical fertilizer. Thank you.